and welcome to Law, Camera, Action. Field Law talks law for about a minute. I'm Steve Eichler, a partner in the Field Law Labor and Employment Group. Well, with the fall upon us, maybe employers are still dealing with complications as employees work from both home and the office. Although most of us are now familiar with these issues and the unique challenges they bring, some recent legislation may add to some current workplace issues. As workplaces and home places become increasingly blurred, some jurisdictions have enacted legislation requiring employers to have a policy allowing their workers to disconnect from work and to let workers know what their employer is doing to monitor their remote working. Ontario, for example, recently amended its Employment Standards Act to mandate that employers create a policy permitting their employees to not engage in work-related communications such as emails, phone calls, etc. outside of work. This is called the right to disconnect. Working from home may also raise concerns about productivity. Although many organizations have used software to track their employees' productivity even before the pandemic, that approach gathered considerable uptake during the pandemic when so many of us worked from home. In response to this, Ontario recently proposed legislation requiring employers to disclose their electronic surveillance policies to employees. In other words, employers must tell their employees that they are monitoring their computer activity. Now, you might be asking, what do these changes mean to me as an employer in Alberta? Well, governments seem to be recognizing that the pandemic and subsequent trend to work from home has raised concerns about existing employment legislation. These changes signify how employment law is beginning to change in response to the evolving post-pandemic workplace. These changes will likely be coming to a province near you or even here in Alberta. If you welcome them and want to proactively embrace such things as the right to disconnect, you may want to start thinking about creating policies of your own. If you'd like some help to create this or any other workplace policy, we'd invite you to get in touch with a labor and employment lawyer at Field Law to make sure any policies you already have or new ones you're looking to implement are compliant with relevant legislation, which also reflect the values of your organization. For Law, Camera, Action, I'm Steve Eichler.